Imagine living through not one, but two atomic bombings. Tsutomu Yamaguchi, a Japanese marine engineer, did just that during World War II. He survived both the bombings in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, making him the only person officially recognized by the Japanese government as having survived both explosions. Let's dive into Yamaguchi's story and discover how he survived one of the deadliest moments in human history. On August 6, 1945, Yamaguchi was in Hiroshima on a 3-month-long business trip. He was getting ready to leave the city with 2 colleagues when he realized he had forgotten his identification stamp and returned to his workplace to get it. At 8:15 a.m., as he was walking towards the docks, he saw the American B-29 bomber Enola Gay that was dropping the little boy atomic bomb near the center of the city. Yamaguchi recalls seeing the bomber in 2 small parachutes before there was a great flash in the sky, and he was blown over. The explosion ruptured his eardrums, blinded him temporarily, and left him with serious radiation burns. After recovering, he crawled to a shelter and, having rested, he set out to find his colleagues. They had also survived, and together they spent the night in an air raid shelter before returning to Nagasaki the following day. 3 days later, at 11 o'clock a.m. on August 9, 1945, Yamaguchi was describing the blast in Hiroshima to his supervisor when the American bomber Bockscar dropped the Fat Man atomic bomb over Nagasaki. Yamaguchi's workplace was again 3 kilometers from ground zero, but this time, he was unhurt by the explosion. However, he was unable to replace his ruined bandages and suffered from a high fever and continuous vomiting for over a week. Although at least 70 people were affected by both bombings, Yamaguchi was the only person officially recognized by the Japanese government as surviving both explosions. He was recognized as a hibikusha, which is an explosion-affected person, of Nagasaki bombing in 1957. But it was not until 2009 that the government officially recognized his presence in Hiroshima that had happened 3 days earlier. Tsutomu Yamaguchi continued his work as a marine engineer for Mitsubishi after surviving both atomic bombings in World War II. In the 1950s, he and his wife had 2 daughters, and he later worked as a translator for the Allied occupation forces. However, as he grew older, his perspective changed, and he became a vocal advocate for nuclear disarmament. He also wrote a book about his experiences and was featured in a documentary about double atomic bomb survivors, pleading for the abolition of atomic weapons. He told an interviewer that he hated the atomic bomb because of what it did to the dignity of human beings and could not understand why the world continued to develop these weapons. Yamaguchi continued to live his life after the bombings, but succumbed to stomach cancer on January 4, 2010, at the age of 93. His story serves as a testament to the human spirit and resilience in the face of unimaginable tragedy. I hope you appreciated learning about this real crazy story. Please like and subscribe to our channel for more content in a storytelling way that will keep you entertained all the way to the end.